Hello, it's Miguel Cole, and I'm here with the Smackdown Breakdown. Okay, so Smackdown opens up with Seth Rollins, and he comes in the ring, and he says, you know what? I want to have an open challenge. And you know who answers that open challenge? Sami Zayn. And you know what? And then Dean Ambrose, he comes out and he says, hold on, no. What are you, amateurs or something? And he comes in and everybody's like, what's going on? And Ambrose is like, you know what? We need to have the Ambrose Asylum. And then they talk about, oh yeah, I'm the champion now and stuff like that. It was a championship edition. It was pretty good. And you know what? Now we have a main event. Sami Zayn versus Seth Rollins. Oh my goodness, I'm a little excited about that. Okay, so then we have a match between Cesaro and Alberto Del Rio. I know. I've said I'm sick of seeing this, but you know what? This was a great match. It was a really good match. You know, Cesaro hit three tilt-a-world backbreakers in a row. Oh my goodness. And then Mauro Ranallo says, ain't no party like an uppercut party because an uppercut party don't stop. Except it did stop. Mauro, you're a liar. Anyway, so Cesaro, he reversed the arm breaker from Alberto Del Rio into a neutralizer for their win. A big win for Cesaro. But you know what? Where do they go from here? We will find out. Tune in next week. Hopefully something good happens. Okay, so then we have Sheamus versus Apollo Crews. I would say Sheamus was a little angry that he lost to Crews at Money in the Bank because he destroyed Apollo in this match. Yep, he hit Apollo with a bro kick against the steel steps for a win via countout. Oh my goodness, Apollo Crews, you better watch your back. Then the Usos return. They see AJ in the club, and AJ, he says, I can't remember, what's your name? And Jimmy's like, it's Jimmy. So then Jimmy says, you know what? Why don't you fight me one-on-one since you don't know my name? And AJ was like, okay. And then Jimmy says, you know what? I don't want the club to be there. So AJ says, okay, shake my hand. And the club won't be there. And you know what Jimmy does? He hits him with the dab. And I'm like, okay, well, you should have shook his hand because in the match, AJ versus Jimmy Uso, the club comes out. You should have shook his hand. And the Usos attack the club. And you know what happens? When Jimmy goes back in the ring, he gets hit with a phenomenal forearm for the win by AJ Styles. Next time you shake his hand instead of hitting the dab. Okay, so then we have the New Day versus the Vaudevillains. Now the New Day wins, and the best part of this match was the ending when the Wyatts interrupted the New Day celebration. Oh, the Wyatts are they're a little scary. Yeah, a little bit scary. So Bray says, you use the power of positivity to interrupt the Eater of Worlds. Yeah, he looks like he ate a couple of worlds. Miguel, he lost a lot of weight. Yeah, on his fingers. On his fingers, you get what I'm saying? So, but you know what? Xavier Woods, he looked really scared as Bray says, New Day falls. New Day falls. New Day.
You know, in my point of view, that cloud looks like a dog.
No way! It's clearly a kangaroo! It looks like a plane to me! Miguel, that is a plane! How could you say that's a plane?
Oh, you can say that's a plane!
You know, like a plane, it's not a plane, but it doesn't look like a kangaroo! Really? That's so stupid, guys! Come on!
This works better when they're talking about wrestling. Wrestling POV Podcast.
And we are back from commercial break. Oh my goodness, that was a little bit scary. Okay, so we have Dana Brooke versus Becky Lynch. Dana won by distraction because Charlotte went up on the apron, and Becky turns and attacks Charlotte, and when she turns around, she gets rolled up by Dana Brooke. Oh my goodness. And then Sasha comes out, their boss. Oh my goodness. The boss comes out, and she wants to attack Charlotte, but Charlotte runs away, so she puts the bank statement on Dana Brooke, and Charlotte watches as her friend is doing this. She was tapping out. Okay, so the main event, we have Seth Rollins versus Sami Zayn. It was an exciting match. Mr. Rick, I see what you mean about Sami Zayn. He's really stepping up his game. Oh my goodness. He was so good. He hit 2 Blue Thunder Bombs. It was so nice, but it wasn't enough as Seth Rollins hit a pedigree out of nowhere for the win. Oh my goodness, what a main event. It was so good. And then Ambrose gets attacked by Rollins. Yeah, Ambrose was on commentary, and he gets attacked by Rollins. And then Rollins runs away, and Ambrose stands tall in the ring as Rollins was laughing on the apron, on the ramp. Yeah, on the ramp. So yeah, so Ambrose stood tall. You know what? It was a really good SmackDown. I give it 2 thumbs up. Oh my goodness. 2 thumbs up. It was so good. They're stepping up their game. They're getting ready for the live SmackDown. Okay, so you know what? Check out episode 23 of the Wrestling POV podcast on iTunes, YouTube, and Podbean for free. Check it out. You know what? We talk about Money in the Bank. It was pretty good. It was interesting. And you know what? I even call out Taz. Yes, Taz. He stole 2 segments from us for his podcast, The Taz Show. Miguel, Mr. Rick, that's what you told me. Oh my God, Miguel, you're gonna get us killed. Okay, I don't care. Taz, I'm calling you out. I'm training with Mr. Rick to beat you. Okay, so that was the Smackdown Breakdown. Adios!